Welcome to my workshop. In today's video I've got a very interesting laser engraving and cutting machine for you to check out. This laser is packed with 7 safety features. It's made by AlgoLaser, the Alpha MK2, and allegedly it's super easy to use. So hopefully at the end of the video we'll be able to tell if this is actually a beginners friendly tool and if it can elevate your business or maybe your passion and hobby to the next level. And currently you can pick this machine up for just under $600 with the 20-watt module. So let's have a look if it's actually worth it. Well, for starters, it's definitely well packed. Give me a few seconds and I'll get everything out of the box. And that's everything you do get in the package. Includes the safety glasses, air assist, so everything's in place. Let me just put this bad boy together and we'll start exploring the features. The assembly of this machine is quite easy, to be honest, and you do get a very comprehensive manual to guide you through the whole process. Now, with regards to some features that this machine has, first of all, my machine does have 20-watt module and it's capable of engraving at a maximum speed of 20,000 millimeters per minute. The engraving area is 400 by 400 millimeters, so it's a standard size. However, you can actually get an accessory that will extend this size. And then the work area is 400 by 850 millimeters, absolutely massive. This machine also comes with an air assist that actually is super important if you want to get nice and clean engraving, but moreover nice and clean cuts. Now, one of the key components of this machine is actually the built-in screen through which you can operate the whole machine. You don't need to have it plugged in to your PC, your laptop, or even using an application for your phone, which you can do as well, as this supports Wi-Fi. And actually the machine comes with 32 gigabytes of storage, so you can upload your designs, your pictures, or anything else you want to engrave or cut to the machine itself, and that's it. You can operate it anywhere without the need of being connected to a PC or laptop. Now, when it comes to the accuracy at full power, the laser spot here is 0.16 by 0.14 millimeters, so it's quite accurate, quite small, and thanks to that you will be able to achieve some great details in your engraving. This machine also comes with 7 major safety features. For example, laser emission protection, emergency stop button, current and voltage detection, machine tilt detection, USB disconnection detection, and machine offset detection, but also a very handy child lock as well. And there you go. In total took me probably around 15 minutes, and that's with making sure that the tension on the pulleys are correct as well. So if you absolutely new to this, it shouldn't take you longer than 30 minutes, but probably about 20 minutes, and you should be up and running. Now, as I said, this machine can be operated wirelessly or through the screen over here, and we'll get to those details in a minute. First of all though, I want to see what this machine is capable of. So I've got 3mm plywood, and we're going to run an engraving test on it to see what type of settings we can use. And then I've got another piece of 3mm plywood and we'll run the cutting test on it as well. However, this machine actually does have a very cool feature that I'm going to show you in just a few moments after we complete this test. So for now, I'm actually going to be using Lightburn to do all my work. I've connected my laptop, and that's the engraving test. And setting this machine in Lightburn also poses no issues at all. And now, before we actually gonna run the test, what we need to do is to set up the focal point for our laser. And in the kit you do have a plastic thingy-majig like this one. Basically what you need to do, put it on your piece of material, take your laser module right up to it. It needs to, the bottom of the laser module needs to rest on that plastic. So we're gonna release the lever, take it down, lock it up, and the focus is done. Let's frame our project, making sure we're on the right spot. One of the cool features with this machine is the fact it can support air assist. And even better, it actually uses it automatically and adds the air volume according to what it's doing. So for example, if it's engraving, it's going to use just around 30%. However, if it's cutting, it's going to go right up to 100% of air assist. Very cool feature there. And check this out, that's the results with 4000 millimeters per minute, 100% power. This is actually super deep, okay? So probably even at the fastest setting, 20,000 millimeters per minute, 100% power, that actually still has a bit of depth to it. So yeah, maybe 12,000 millimeters per minute, 60% power. That could be a good setting for that. Right, let's check out the ability to cut through. As I said, this is 3mm plywood. Okay, let's have a look at the performance. Well, I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. 3mm plywood is an absolute doddle for this machine. Let's have a look how it will do with 4mm. Okay, 4mm plywood. Let's have a look. That's not bad at all. Again, yeah, the 400 millimeters per minute is too much. However, you can actually see almost went through on the first one, but yeah, look at that. Very nice performance from this 20-watt module. One of the super cool options with this machine is the screen itself. It's full of absolutely fantastic features. So this is the main screen just over here. And if we go to settings, let me just show you. Obviously, you can connect it to Wi-Fi, which I'm currently on. Over here, if you want to transfer photos, for example, from your PC or laptop, you need to make sure that's enabled. Okay, so you can transfer files onto the machine, and it does have 32 gigabytes of storage. Languages, there's plenty of languages you can choose from depending where you are around the world. Over here you've got the device self-test to see if there's any issues with that. The next one is the interrupt recovery. So if anything happens during your project and you know, it will stop working, then you can actually go back and resume the project. Obviously you need to make sure it's toggled on. In the system itself you've got working modes. Okay, so you can get additional accessories for this. Next is the screen option. It means how long the screen will be on as you don't use it, basically. So you can select it to never, so it will always be on. However, 5 minutes for me is just fine. You can always tap it to go back to it, so it's not an issue. Sound, so basically it makes the sound as you click on the screen itself. You can clear the SD card, format it, and reset the machine. Then you can go down. You've got the firmware update. So basically what you can do is you can update the firmware, and AlgoLaser actually are very much on ball, and they do have a latest update which is V2.18. So if you do get your machine and it's older than this, make sure to download the updated firmware from the website. Next one is the machine. You got the safety features. So basically you can set up the tilt detection, sensitivity, same as vibration detection, and the sensitivity of that as well. So that is super cool. Extended edition. So if you do have the accessory that extends the machine, you need to toggle that on. With the laser, obviously you need to select which one you do have. You've got two options, 10 watt or 20 watt. In my case, it's the 20 watt version. Then when we go to engraving, you've got prompt for focusing and prompt for origin and range. So basically when you've got that toggle on, each time it will ask you to make sure you focused your laser. On the main screen just over here, you can switch the machine off. On the top here, you've got the bell with the messages, so if there's anything wrong or basically just information there. You can see the Wi-Fi connectivity, the card over here. Control, as you would expect, you've got the motion, so you can move around your module. And on the right hand side you can change the speed and distance it goes. Air pump, you can actually toggle on and off the amount of air coming from your air pump, so that's very, very handy sometimes. And then the enclosure as well, so if you do have that accessory, you can set up the fan and the light through here as well. So very comprehensive. Projects, okay, this one is super, super cool. You can use an USB disk or SD card. So basically you can transfer the data from your laptop to this. And over here we do have some files from Longer themselves. So let's pick up the tiger, for example, and if you want to engrave that, you've got a button to engrave, and check out all the options that we've got here. You've got the material, and that is super, super helpful. Look at that. You've got all the material: birch, basswood, pine boards, MDF, cherry wood, walnut, black acrylic, yellow acrylic. Look at that. The list goes on and on. Leather as well. Even denim and rubber, epoxy, bamboo, stainless steel. Absolutely. Tell you what, actually, stainless steel, let's go with that. And as you can see, it does show you which is the best option. So you can actually pick and choose which option you want, and it will change the speed and the power settings. That is so, so cool. So from the machine itself, you can see exactly the potential outcome, and you can choose which one will be suiting your needs. So let's confirm that. And all the settings are already here. The quality, you can change the quality, but let's go with high, and you got 10 lines per millimeter. And then as you can see, you got this modes. How many passes do you want the machine to go? Power, speed, 10,000 millimeters per minute selected. We'll leave at that. So we've selected this option. I tell you what, it's absolutely full of cool features. I do have this piece of stainless steel. Let's try to engrave that tiger's face. And we will be using all these presets that are in the machine itself. Focusing, okay, so it prompts us to make sure we have focused our machine to the material, which I just done. And on the next screen, basically it shows you the work area, which is 400 by 400. And the laser module actually will move with the head as well. How cool is that? So you can change the size of it. It's definitely too big. We're gonna go 60 by 66. Now if you're gonna click on that, it will frame to make sure we are in the right place. And the next one, if we are not in the right place, the motion, you can more or less move the laser head to the position that you need it to be. But with all that set up, well, we can start. And check out these awesome results on stainless steel. Absolutely phenomenal. And we only use the machine itself. You don't have to be connected to anything, as long as you transfer your design to the memory of the machine. Now I'm just going to show you quickly how you can do that, and we'll engrave my photo to see what type of results we can get when engraving photo onto plywood. Right, and so I've got 3 designs over here. I've got a Viking, I've got a Minecraft logo, and my photo. So that's on my hard drive. I'm just gonna copy that, and over here we are on the AlgoLaser memory card of the machine. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna create a new folder, and I'm gonna paste the designs in here. And now if we go to projects, SD card, there you go, that's our folder. And I'm gonna go with my photo on here. We'll wait for the photo to actually load. Look at that, you actually can see the graphic itself. So let's engrave this. First of all, the material, it is plywood, so let's go back to the top, birch ply, and I want it to be a little bit darker, maybe like this. So 80% power, 10,000 millimeters. Tell you what, the image is a little bit too big, so I'm just going to change the size of it. Let's go 90 millimeters by 90. And here we are with the base settings from the machine itself. I think the results are actually quite good. What do you reckon? I think this came out very, very nice. Now, you can actually go into Lightburn and change a lot more settings to get even better results. But overall, this is looking very, very nice. Now, you do have one more option in the project, okay? And you do have some examples. Now, these you can download from AlgoLaser website itself and just transfer it over to this machine. There's a lot of different types of projects. However, I'm thinking of creating this one. Material 3mm plywood, that's already loaded. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna frame it. And we can press start. And check this out. How cute this is. Absolutely awesome. Now, I'm gonna put it together so we can see how everything looks like. However, in the meantime, now it's time for a piece of slate. Let's have a look what the results will be on that. Let's use the settings from the machine itself. Let's go for the Minecraft logo. There we go. Engraving. And let's have a look if they've got slate. There you go. Natural black rock plate. Amazing. There's so many items here with the correct settings. And look at that. You can pick the right one for you. I think we're going to go with this one. And in this case, the settings will be 10,000 millimeters per minute, 80% power. So let's go with that. All right, and let's see what we've got. Let's give it a bit of a wipe from the dust and check that out. That came out absolutely brilliantly. No issues at all with the settings from the machine itself. Tell you what, let's try out to engrave this business card, okay? It's made from metal aluminium. It's coated in this beautiful gold paint. Let's engrave that using the settings from the machine. So I'm only going to use the settings that are dictated by the machine, but I'm actually going to use my Lightburn to type in the settings and have the design from Lightburn. There we go, coated metal. Let's see what we can get. Maybe something around here. Maybe this one. 10,000 millimeters per minute, 80% power. Right, let's have a look at the results. What I can see already, they are absolutely brilliant. Check this out. Super nice and crisp engraving on a metal business card. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe as well. Okay, I've got a piece of leather over here. And let's have a look at the settings that the machine has and use them to engrave something on it. Right, so let's have a look. Well, just take any picture, engraving, and let's have a look for leather. There we go. Okay, maybe a little bit lighter this time. So 20,000 millimeters per minute, 80% power. Tell you what, let's go with that. Viking on leather, super cool. And with that type of speed as well, absolutely amazing work. Tell you what, as Christmas is approaching, let's do some Christmas themed projects with this fantastic machine. So I've got this wooden coaster. Let's engrave that with some sort of a Christmassy theme ornament. I've actually uploaded it to the machine, so let's have a look. There we go, it's this one. I think that's going to look really cool. And let's change the material. I think it's going to be pine board. Maybe darkish, a little bit darker. 10,000 millimeters per minute, 100% power. Let's change the size to about, let's say, 80 by 80. And look at that. That's absolutely amazing. I have to say, this is actually very, very deep. Nice detail. Right, I'm ready for some more Christmas projects. Are you? Let's have a look at some layered Christmas themed ornaments. And I will be using 3mm plywood to get it done. And check these out, absolutely perfect. You can personalize these. So that's my daughter's name, Hannah. I've got one for my son as well, Daniel, and they look amazing. Plus we do have the background. Now you can paint this up. However, I want to spice this up even more. I'm going to add another layer in between them that will add some interesting colors to it. And I'm actually going to be cutting these out from felt. This is 1mm felt. It is quite rigid, and I'm just going to use this machine to cut out the base for this. And the settings to cut out the felt are 2000 millimeters per minute and 40% power. There you go. Beautiful clean cut that we can add to our project. And look at these, they're absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's put them together very, very quickly. I'm just going to be using C8 to glue all the pieces together. Super easy process to do. Just make sure it marries up perfectly. Tap it down slightly, leave it for a few seconds, and we'll add the top layer. And the final thing here to add is a bit of string, so we can hang this up on our Christmas tree. And check these out. I think they came out absolutely fantastic. The felt adds that additional depth to the whole design, and I think the ability to personalize these ornaments will be the best selling point for them. Almost forgot to show you how this little project came out with, and it's ever so cute. You can put some bits and pieces in there. I think my daughter will absolutely love this. Came out beautifully as well, and this design actually is on the machine itself, so you can use that and yeah, make a little girl very, very happy. However, even the Christmas decorations, as I said, you know, these are perfect for this time of a year, and items like these, I bet they will sell great this season. Can't wait to start batching them out and making a nice profit for Christmas. And as you've seen, engraving in so many different types of materials, it's an absolute doddle for this machine. Plus, the cutting capacity is very good as well. However, the best feature for sure is the screen itself with all the information there. So if you're looking for any type of materials, they are already there and the best settings are there. It's absolutely a fantastic feature that doesn't require any more effort, and it's perfect for somebody that's beginning the journey or adventure with laser engraving and cutting. You don't have to do multiple tests to find out what are the best settings. The best settings are already on the machine, so you don't have to waste time for looking for answers on the internet, or as I said, running multiple tests. Everything's on the machine as well, and you can just use it straight out of the box. So let's answer the question, is this machine any good for beginners when it comes to laser engraving and cutting? Well, my answer is definitely yes. Super easy to put together and it's more or less up and running straight away. On top of it, you've got built-in air assist and you don't have to worry about that. It will work automatically. You can actually amend it with a remote that's attached to it if you wanted to, or you can change the volume of the air through the screen as well. Now there's two things that you need to be aware of. It is not a very quiet setup. The module itself, the fan that it is located inside is quite loud, plus the air assist adds additional level of noise. And on top of it, you have to consider how to remove the fumes as the machine is operating. So for example, in my case, I do have a fairly solid inline fan that extracts the fumes right through there. However, if you don't have that option, I would definitely use this laser in a well ventilated room, as remember, fumes can be potentially harmful to you. So there you have it, really solid machine that I can honestly recommend to you. And as I'm recording this video, we are before Black Friday and before Christmas, and I bet you anything there will be some fantastic offers on this machine. So if you are seriously thinking about improving your business, adding additional layer of customization to your products, or actually create the products from A to Z with this machine, I think it's the perfect time to jump in and get one of those. Therefore, I'm going to drop a link to this machine down below in the description of this video and in the pinned comment as well, so you can go and have a look, check it out and read a little bit more, as there's a lot more information about this laser on the AlgoLaser website. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you've got any questions, you know where the comment section is. That's all, guys. That's all the information I wanted to share with you about this machine. But don't go just yet. I've got some really cool playlists over here. Check them out and maybe you'll find your next video to watch. That's it. Take care.